President Trump stopped the negotiation on the COVID stimulus package. And he got hammered by the press. Okay. Now, when I saw this, I knew there was a reason, and it didn't take me more than 5 minutes to find out the reason. So let me walk you through this. So the Democrats want $2.2 trillion in COVID stimulus. The Republicans have countered with $1.6 trillion, both enormous amounts of money. I mean, it doesn't mean anything to us now because we're used to hearing 30 trillion, 25 trillion. But this is an enormous amount of money. Within the 2.2 trillion, Nancy Pelosi has 436 billion for places like Portland, Oregon, Seattle, New York City, chaotic towns that through their own fault are falling apart. So that means that taxpayers in Texas, in Florida, in Kansas, in North Dakota, everywhere, will be paying for the incompetency of San Francisco, New York, Portland, Seattle, and other towns. So the president goes, no, we're not going to do that. The reason these towns are in trouble is because they mismanaged, corruption, and everything else. We're not going to bail them out. And then, as part of that bill, Pelosi wants $600 given to people as a jobless benefit until January. That takes them out of the workplace. They're not going to make $600 a week, most of them. So they just sit by and do nothing. Republicans want $400. But the final nail is in this bill. And nobody knows this. You're hearing it here because we're an honest broadcast, but nobody knows this. Pelosi sneaks in 3 voting things, all right? So in the National Voter Registration Act, right now, the federal government requires the last 4 digits of your Social Security number in order for you to register to vote. That's what it requires. Pelosi said, no, we don't want that. We don't want anything. No proof of citizenship, nothing. That's number one. Number two, Pelosi wants 15 days mandatory in every state for early voting. The states are supposed to make their own schedules. So she wants the federal government to start tell the states what they can and can't do. And finally, she wants votes counted 10 days after the election, if postmarked by Election Day. Federal mandates. The states run the elections. Each state has different standards. Some states are corrupt, some states are straight. Pelosi wants to stack the deck in favor of corruption, because if you don't have to provide your last 4 digits of Social Security number, you could be here illegally and vote. Who's gonna know? But that's what Pelosi wants. So this is in the bill. This is in the COVID stimulus bill. What's it doing in there? Now, have you heard that anywhere? No. The Associated Press, all right, the national press organization. Oh, this is going to hurt Trump. He doesn't want to give money to people suffering from COVID. Oh, no. Any of this in there, Associated Press? You lazy, corrupt people? No. All right. California is a beautiful state. How many times have I said that? Been to every county in California. Love California. So now Governor Newsom says, when you're at a restaurant, and some restaurants are open, 25% of capacity, whatever, in between mouthfuls of food, you got to put your mask back on. So now this mask comes from China. It's a China mask. Anyway, I'm sorry, Governor Newsom. I'm not doing it. All right? I'm not doing it. Number one, it's unhygienic. Okay? So I'm chewing. I got to get the mask on. I'll chew the mask. I might swallow the mask and die. This is how insane the far left is. So Newsom, he's just doing this to screw with you. All right? Because he can. Oh, yeah. It's incredible. I don't know how you eat a Big Mac with the mask on. How do you do that? Or the Whopper would be all over you. You think I'm making this up? I'm not making it up. I'm not making it up. Here's a tweet. Quote, this is from Newsom. Going out to eat with members of your household this weekend, don't forget to keep your mask in between bites.
Bill O'Reilly is back on TV and only on The First. No Spin News, every weeknight at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on The First.